We're going to look at Universe 3 and find out how everyone did with practice round 1. And go to market conditions. Oh, wrong. Need to get results. We'll get there. Okay, so financial statements looking at Amber, Cody, Dylan, and Danielle. Specifically for this round, Amber came out with $3 million and Danielle at 1.4. Cody and Dylan almost neck and neck. So you guys are all really actually very, very close. Looking at how much you spent, you can see from a research and design perspective that Cody and Dylan invested a little bit this last round for practice. And variable production costs, it looks like some plants are maybe built here by Amber, causing a little bit more expenditure there. And promotion costs are right here. Okay, your profit for the round is 1.2. A couple not negative profits with Cody and Dylan here, but that's because you invested a little bit more than what you made. And then Danielle at 489,000. So lots of profit here for Amber, but not a lot of research and design investment and just a little bit of future cost investment. So we'll take a look at how that played out in the market reports. So Amber is at 33% market share, which is quite a lot. 28.78 for Tech 1 and 54 for Tech 2. So definitely diving into Tech 2 was a worthwhile investment, and I think that's where Cody and Dylan spent some money this round, is to do that. But we got to just take a quick look at the prices here. So Tech 1, these prices aren't too far off for Tech 1, but 500 and 550 is pretty high, so you're going to want to bring that price down, and then certainly for Tech 2 a little bit as well. So 475 is probably a good price for Tech 2, but certainly you want to make sure that people will invest and spend the money in it, and certainly seem like a sweet spot for Amber here. As well as looking at the rest, Cody a little bit high with Tech 1 in Asia. Otherwise, you guys are pretty close. Danielle, I think, might be a little bit low. I don't think you can be making too much money on that. Sold a lot because you're cheap, but you want to make some money too, so it's important to do that. It's a balance. And then Amber in Europe. Certainly, you guys are okay here. And then just watching this Tech 2 get way out of control here. You're going to have a hard time selling a little bit more when it's so much. Okay. And then looking at from a U.S. perspective, I'll just take a peek here first, see how you guys did here. If your sales ever is lower than your demand, that means you sold out of that product, so it's always good to look at this. And then it's good to see where who has what features and where you're at with features. So I definitely like taking a look at these just to see your feature cost, what's available. Are you making things available everywhere? What's your cost? And did you run out? So Amber here ran out of Tech 1 in Asia with 2,675 units for demand, but 2,000 units sold. Danielle did as well. So Danielle, that's why you got to be careful for the price too. If it's priced a little too low based on your capacity, that could cause you some issues. Europe as well. Danielle did not sell any Tech 1 in Europe because she ran out. Everybody else did okay. Oh, Gray did too. I'm not sure if Gray's assigned to someone yet. And then production report. I'm looking at utilization. Cody and Dylan didn't sell enough to really utilize their capacity. Danielle and Amber definitely in the 90 plus percentile. So definitely using some of that demand. It looks like you can see what was manufactured in Asia as well, and then some details on how much contract manufacturing did each area use. Cody and Dylan didn't need any of that today, so that cost them a little bit as well. I'm going to go in and just take a quick peek at Danielle's here. I want to illustrate that price. So from a marketing perspective, Danielle, always make sure that those features equal. You might have added features for this next round, so that might be why, but make sure this is 4 and 4. And then if you look at your unit cost here is $80. You didn't have enough product to sell for the US, so you have no unit cost there. Must not be selling Tech 2 here. So here, your Tech 1 in Asia You're spending $882 and the cost is $1775, which isn't horrible. Those actually don't look too bad. This one must have been just a shot in the dark because you didn't have any cost attributed to it. One thing that you need to make sure is that you did it. So here I would do US, Europe, Asia. That way you can get some product into Europe. Since Asia, you only had 103 units. So I'm assuming your production for outsourcing was really small. Yeah, so this unit could have been up to 1,230 units. You would have had a lot more here. And then this should always be 100. So make sure that you show a lot of unsatisfied demand. So I'm guessing that the demand forecast wasn't quite accurate. No. Yeah, so you're not going to get 50% market share, generally speaking. So these numbers, I mean, these are already really great numbers, are probably going to grow by 1 and 2% each round. So this should be like 28%, this should be like 38%, this should be like 17%. 60% of the market is a lot to take over. You only have 4 or 5 teams that you're competing with, so it's a little bit less than other areas, but you definitely want to watch that. Okay. So those are just some tips for Danielle as you're looking at that. If you guys have any questions, please let me know.